Hello and welcome to tonight's Tier 1 race here at TTM. Tonight we are down at Japan at the Suzuka track and yeah, hoping for quality racing. Tonight your commentators are myself, Ewan, and also I'm here joined with Lewis. Lewis, how you doing tonight?
Thank you, I'm good to be here.
Good, yeah. You're going to say it's second time
I'm
commentating this week?
Yeah, I'm looking for some binge again. There was a lot of people binning it and crashes and all kinds of incidents in the Tier 2 race I commentated yesterday with Tez. So I'm hoping that tonight will be the same because it looks well on our tier points of Tier 3, you know.
Yep.
But
personally, I don't think we're going to be getting it, neither Tier 2, so maybe Tier 1's looking for the easy win here. But yeah, so let's have a look, see who's in the chat. So Chizu, who let you two stream, unfortunately, Tez, he's entrusted us. You get your chance tomorrow for some also reason.
he scouted us, mate. He scouted us.
Headhunted. But yeah.
Shame it couldn't be you, that's all I'm saying.
For tonight's race, who are you thinking is going to be our top three? Let's get the predictions out of the way. Let's see what you guys are thinking at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, going off last week, I mean, Josh is obviously the leading contender to obviously win this race. But like I said, Tier 2 was an absolute shambles yesterday. And I'd say maybe the two obvious or three obvious most people you'd expect to win the race ended up, you know, further down the pack after crashing out. So, you know, it is really anyone's game tonight. You know, as long as you just keep it on the track, I'd say.
Yeah, gonna say, I think literally the goal for our drivers tonight is going to be just try and not get caught up any damage or anything like that, or potential battles, and try and come out the other side clean with a decent set of points at the end of it. But,
yeah, I think strategies are going to be key as well in this. You know, whether you go soft mediums, soft hards, you start on the mediums. You know, it can all change as well depending on what happens in the race. So
definitely,
yeah.
In terms of the top three, have you got anyone in mind? I think personally for me, I know you said obviously anything can happen during the race, but Josh and Brinda, the standard top two. However, Hopey has been making an appearance the last couple of races, so I'm going to put him in my third position. I know Michael's going to be wanting to try and get that podium for himself, but Hopey is my third place. What about you?
I don't know. I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say Tez, you know.
Tez, okay. Interesting.
I don't know. I'm going to backtrack.
Backtrack, that was very quick.
Because I remember him, I'm pretty sure he's told me he's done no practice for this, so I reckon he's going to actually pin it, you know. I'm actually going to go with, who should I go with? I'm going to go with Lundy, you know. He hasn't put any performances in recently. I think he came fourth. Sorry, no, he came. I think he came down near 8th or 9th. Yep, that kind of way.
Russia.
But I reckon he could just sneak one in there. You know, I reckon he's a pretty stable driver. I reckon he could do it.
With the kind of calamity that Japan ensues, we could have a surprise third place. Is that the plan?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay, interesting thought. Well, just so you guys can see what we're on about, how about we run a hot lap from Tier 1's very own Datsun. So head over to him and get Jerry commentating on what is his hot lap. So let's go over to that now for you.
Hello everybody, and today we ride on board here with Dat Selgal from our tier from North America. He is going to show you today how it's like and how it's going to feel in the F1 2020 game to drive around the track of Japan in Suzuka. As we coming into this first section, we're going to really brake late and take a really outside line, full on the throttle. As soon as you feel the rear of the car, then really slingshot yourself into these corners, left, right, run right again. A little bit ease off the throttle and try to at least apply 80% throttle here, as he almost lost the car. Send your car here to the right, full on the brakes, back to fourth gear. Dart Sagal goes heavy braking zone after the curb there. You want to really hug this inside and full on the throttle as soon as you feel you can do that. Stays close on the right side there, as Dart Sagal is doing here. Brake at the 50-meter mark. Maybe a little bit more downshift next time. Stays close and full throttle, as this is the most important exit of the Suzuka track here today. We're coming to a really nice overtaking possibilities here, as we're going to see in our races upcoming week. Brake at the 100-meter mark. Take all this curb on the right and on the left sides. On to fourth gear, stays close to the right side, so you actually have a little bit less traction. He did a 127.4. Great lap from you there, Dart Sagal. Good luck in your tier race, and everybody is racing upcoming week. Like and subscribe. Peace!
And welcome back, guys. Thank you very much, Jerry, for that hot lap, and that Sergio, the driver, partaking in the lap. But yeah, anyone who's just come in, we are here at Suzuka for tonight's Tier 1 race here at TTM. And before we get started, we're just waiting on everyone getting back in. Let's take a look at the current standings at the moment. So individually, see that Josh and Brinda are kind of running away. Josh in particular, it's going to be hard for him to somehow lose his position. I'm not too sure if Brinda is going to be able to get a good run at it.
No.
Josh drops off enough to possibly clean that top spot. But after first and second, third place is definitely up for grabs. You see Hopi there with his good run of form at the moment, as you mentioned, coming in 153 points, with Michael just behind him. And then
yeah, I mean,
everywhere else,
Michael's really got to look for a good result here to try and get back the points. I mean, he's 12 points behind him. That could easily change within a race. That's one DNF and a finish. So,
yep. And if anything, a track like Japan, that could easily happen.
100%.
Seen some interesting stuff so far with Tier 3 and 2. But let's have a look at the instructors now, and this is where it's starting to get a little bit closer. So first and second are currently split by 2 points. That is getting interesting.
That's seriously close.
Yeah.
Wow.
Brendan and Josh being in the opposing teams, it's really helping things. And at the moment, it's kind of a battle of Lindy and Curry, making sure they get positions for their team to possibly clinch that top spot. Apart from that, third place it's all up for grabs, very close there in that battle as well. And fortunately,
yeah,
at the
I
bottom,
mean, any of those guys would just be looking to finish in the points today. Just make sure stay out of trouble. You know, if there's rain, you're gonna have to stay on the dry line. You know, if you go off the dry line in this track, it's gonna be absolute carnage, especially in the first set. To wait for the overtakes. You know, go from maybe the DRS zone on the straight. You know, build it up on the straight before that. You know, there's very limited places to overtake, so qualifying is gonna be seriously key here.
yeah, definitely. And that's one thing we haven't really seen play a factor as of yet. So far, both Tier 3 and 2 haven't had any rain. Now, Tier 1 are prone to a bit of nasty weather, so perhaps they could have their race ruined, or possibly more interesting for us as it is.
Yeah.
By that actual factor. But let's have a look at the chat. So one thing we missed a bit earlier is Chizu's prediction. So he's reckoned Pickles, Brinda, and Hopi. So Josh is also Pickles. Bit confusing, but yeah,
Yeah.
pretty solid top 3 prediction there. Got any more from you guys watching?
I'd like to address Hayes in the chat calling me dead at FIFA. That is outrageous. I'm better than him, and I slapped him up 3-0, and he knows it. I hope he bins it this race. That's all I'm really gonna say. But you know, he'll be looking for a good performance. So, you know, he needs one coming off that Russia. You know, it wasn't a good result for him. I think he finished 11th, didn't he?
He did. Just got pipped by his teammate Chu Billy, who was actually our driver of the day as well, as he got fastest lap. So if you want him to try and one up his teammate there tonight.
Yeah, I mean, the McLaren drivers will be looking for some points, you know, try and claw their way back up the constructors. So,
Alright.
So how many drivers should there be? There is currently 18 drivers in the lobby. There should be 17. So one person hasn't said, you know, confirmed it.
Shouldn't be too long while we're waiting, as we have another sports race here tomorrow. I believe it's against Equinox, and that is at 8 o'clock during the team tier 4 race. Let's show you our esports intro created by our very own Josh, just to let you know as to what's going on with it. So we'll switch to that now. And welcome back. Thank you very much once again, Josh, for that esports intro. And once again, those who just tuned in, we have got esports race tomorrow against Equinox, 8 PM. So make sure you come and check that out for some absolutely quality racing, and what I'm sure will be a great race. But we are just about finalising things here before we get ready at Suzuka for our tier 1 race. We're just having some tech issues as always with people getting in the lobby. So while we're waiting, any last minute predictions from the chat?
Yeah, you guys got any predictions?
Lewis has decided to chuck in Lundy there for that 3rd place. Yeah, I've got some. Well, anything can happen at Japan. We've seen DNFs galore out here, so.
I mean, Liam Hannon, who obviously is a good racer in tier 2, but he's not one of the main candidates that would usually win it. Went on to lead a really good race and won it. I think he started in 11th. So, like I said, anyone literally could win it as long as they have a good strategy, stay on the track, stay out of trouble, and hopefully it's dry for them. So,
yep. However, it would be fun just to have a bit of rain, spice things up. Haven't seen it this week, so be interesting to see if our drivers can stay out of that garble. That is in sector 1, absolutely lethal. Just divert a little bit off. Are going to be
I mean, a lot of people binned it there in the tier 2 race. So yeah, they got to just make sure they stay on the throttle, but if the back end starts to go, just ease off a bit. Because tire wear is an issue as well. Obviously, if you have a problem on the first lap, you pit for hards for the rest. I did it myself, and your tires are on 75% by the end. So tire wear is key. About keeping your tires in check. I am bad at it. So hopefully these guys are presumably going to be a lot better at preserving their tires. So they should be able to do that strategy if worse came to worse.
Yeah, it's a good point you bring up strategy. I know a few drivers trying all different things throughout this week. while the game recommends soft hards as its recommended thing, generally can make the softs stretch if you go pit around lap 10. The mediums will then continue while it will be very high and you'll be losing grip towards the end of the race. It avoids possibly needing that 2-stop, which could make or break the race for someone. Strategy is definitely going to be here.
Yeah, definitely.
Or you can do, as True General says, just drift the car. Who cares about time
Easier
wear,
said
letting off?
than done.
Just drift. Surprise.
So
Hayes
what are we
didn't say
waiting
that.
on?
I believe we're still just having a few more issues with getting people in. Too sure who we're missing.
I mean, we have more than readied up, so yeah. I mean, just waiting on to start now. Yeah, I honestly think this is going to be a very interesting race. Like I said, the tier 2 start was crazy. Tier 3 was kind of bad. You know, we had a few incidents. We had a safety car. You know, the safety car lasted 4 laps, so you know, pitting on some tires, they're just, you know, gonna be okay for a few laps because they've been under the safety car, so they won't have much tire wear.
Yep, always helps out if you're trying to long that stint out a little bit. Definitely can't fault that as a possible idea. Maybe try a risky strategy. But let's have a look. Hey Dave, how's it going? Who've you got for tonight's predictions?
Yeah, and who's True
got any
General got
ideas?
for predictions tonight? Come on, put your predictions in the chat, guys.
And while we are waiting as well, while the race hasn't quite started, make sure you do get involved with the driver of the day. Once I was finished, if wow, that was unexpected. Thank you very much, Hayes, there for the £5. Appreciate that. I've never had the experience of just shouting down
Was
my
that-
speakers.
I could hear that through the
Yeah.
party mic then. It was that loud.
Yeah, that was unexpected. I forgot about that. So Dave is going for a very interesting prediction. It's going to be him, and him. So he's going to claim all 3 top spots for himself. I'm sure he wants at least one of those positions on the podium. And Hayes has got a request. Hayes has got a request for his donation. You wanna lead the standard?
What?
Never mind. So Hayes, both you need to give me a yeah. There you go.
Right.
Once again, thank you very much there for the
How
donation. Right.
He paid £5 for that. That's pathetic.
It's got to be done. Ooh. Heads up.
Oh well, we'll take it. It goes into the TTM pot.
Yep. All helps out. But I believe we are getting ready to go. So just load up into quality now. Oh. Well in for the commitment for that, Lewis. And Chizzy says yours wasn't good enough, so you have to do it again. Oof. Getting mixed
Mine wasn't
back
good
from
enough.
that.
I
Yep.
thought yours was pretty poor, personally. I
Right,
can't actually
let's-
see that chat on mine.
Okay.
The last I can see is Dave.
Switch over to see how the guys are going. So tier 1, as we've noticed in the last couple of weeks, like to take it slow on their very first lap. No one's ever in a rush getting out, so let's make a random bid as to who's going to come out first. I'm going to go with maybe Alistair, the Racing Point driver. I know he likes
I'm
to
going to
get a
go
bit of
with
clean air.
Chew Billy.
You Billy. Let's check the paddock. What is going on down there?
Who's is it RR Knoll? Is the RRL Knoll is the new person, right?
That is indeed correct. Yep, we have got a new driver here tonight. Noel. So he'll be wanting to kind of come in with a good impression for his first race. I'm not too sure as to how quick he is, to be honest. But obviously all drivers here at TTM are trialed, so obviously suits the criteria, and sure he'll be a good fit for Tier 1, coming in for that Haas seat in replacement of Ambers. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, no one has left the pit yet, but
Yeah. I think I know why, as Lindy's just filled us in with the weather update, and that it's a dry quali but a wet race, so perhaps they're doing a bit of alterations before coming out in Park Ferme.
I wish my chat could update like that, but so it's a dry quali and wet race, full wet.
I'm not too sure how wet. Gonna have to wait and see, but
For the
I
whole
see a
time
driver
as
coming
well.
down. Who is that first out?
That is a Mercedes.
Okay, so Jaegers? Yes, it is.
Right on board with him then.
Yeah. Let's get our track map on the go. Going on here. I'm not getting Tez's issue with widgets never working for him.
What, your widget's not working?
Yeah.
Oh, it says
Oh,
Rice is
there we go.
DNF'd.
Rice DNF
I don't know if
already.
it's just
Nope, that's also showing up on mine. I'm not too sure what's happened there.
Let me pause and see incidents. Nothing on incidents. No idea. Just says retired next to his name.
Okay. Well, that's not going to be fortunate for Rice there. Never ideal.
Nah, that is
not
not
even getting
ideal.
set a lap.
So at the moment, there's only a few cars on some out laps. I think people are starting to leave now, though.
Seeing that Noel is here with us on the stream. Happy to be here, lads. Yep. First race to be in full wet at Suzuka. It's going to be an interesting one. But hopefully we have a good race.
I mean, Jägerbomb is coming just to start his hot lap now. He's the first
let's see him
driver.
go over the line.
His hot lap. See how he takes the first corner. Keeps it nice and tight. Revs the car very high there. Nice. All those curves could be dangerous, I can't lie.
Yep, I've spun out on that inside one quite a lot. But so far,
It's revving it quite
Jaeger's
high.
not too bad. Might have a rev glitch at the moment. It seems to be fine for myself.
So
Ooh,
it
a bit
is
wide there on the hairpin.
That hairpin
Just
was
a line.
not nice. That's going to
Obviously,
lose
it's
him
only
a
first
lot of
lap.
time. Ooh. Sector 3, there's a problem. Has someone been Hobie?
No, it's gone. It's been very quick.
He
Perhaps
must
just,
have been just pulling over for someone. Oh, Jaeger 111. I think they'll be looking for the 109s in the sector 2 cut-off. Maybe the 110s.
Yeah.
So I think he'll be looking at about 128 maybe now.
There we go.
127.6.
So
Very
not
nice.
too bad first lap there from Jaeger. Let's see who else is out.
People are going to be
So-
stopped putting in their times. So who's coming through the line next?
Watching Dave at the moment as he comes through sector 2. Just approaching the hairpin now. What he does.
Well, I think Brinda's about to put a lap in.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
he goes first, 5/10 quicker with the 127.1 in the Red Bull car.
Gosh. Apologies, Dave. Apologies. And one thing I just noticed that we've got a couple guys, Smithy and Curry, on the mediums. But if it's a wet race, I'm a bit shocked to not see everyone trying to go as fast as they can on the softs. They've got 3 sets to use up.
Yeah, that's a bit weird. Maybe he's trying to. Maybe it's not a full wet race. Maybe it's turns into wet. Who knows? Josh goes first though. The 126.9.
That 27 barrier getting broken.
So at the moment, the top three is Josh, Brinda, Michael. Lundy is on his out lap. I'll be watching him closely.
Just taking a look at Hayes, see how he's doing. So he's just gone through sector 1 now. And,
He's invalidated.
Oh yeah, yes. Good spot there. What about Alistair? So far looking keen on the double left-hander. I know I struggled trying to keep traction on that one myself.
Yeah, this is looking good so far. Ooh, 110. Oh, I think this is going to be close with Michael, maybe. Michael and Jaegerbomb. Takes a bit of curb there. I might slow
Maybe
down a bit.
127? Yeah.
Ooh,
Go.
second,
127.1.
just beats Brinda.
Good lap there from Alistair. Bendy should be just at the start of his flying lap.
He's
There
on
you
his
go,
flying
through sector
lap.
1.
Ooh, a little bit wide there. Still fine. Keeps it clean. See how it takes this happen. Nice.
Ooh.
Takes it in third gear as well. Make sure he doesn't spin. Hold it on the right here. Getting a little bit extra time.
Good to see you in this room, DZ. His prediction for tonight is going to be Josh, Brindy, and Tez in that third position. So your original one, Lewis, but he's back.
Yeah. I mean, Tez could get there, but who knows? Ooh, Lindy's looking like he might be back down in 5th, 6th position, depending on how these last few corners go.
Going to be cutting it close, probably 27s, but perhaps high. Ooh,
Ooh.
128.1.
Currently 7th. Hey, anything can happen in the race.
To Billy going into a 129. He's going to be wanting to improve that. Last week's driver of the day with the fastest lap, so you can definitely set a good time.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of these drivers can set some times, just set some benchmarkers at the moment.
Let's get on board with Tez for his final lap. He's just going through the S's now, and from the looks of it, I believe he has got a nice clear run.
Holding it very close to the lines to the... Ooh. Touching the grass there. Ooh. Is that fastest first sector or is that me bugging?
Too sure.
It might be his fastest first sector.
Yeah.
I think he went a little bit too slow into that hairpin, I can't lie.
Perhaps Tez is just looking for a bit of a banker, make sure he has the time on the board.
Yeah, definitely. You know, you could bin at any point. I've been, in the practice laps, I've been on the on the in laps before, so it's easily done. Let's see what kind of time he's setting. Ooh,
So,
looks like he could be close with Lundy here.
just taking a look at Smithy. So, ooh. Okay,
Whoa,
he's just
he just
absolutely
binned it.
been that. Yep. Let's get a replay of that. Alright, so that is Smithy completely out.
Wow, he didn't even set a time. That is going,
Yeah.
man.
That's 2 people out of quali so far. So not a good start for tier 1. Hopefully this doesn't transcend into the race, but you never know.
No, hope he's just about to finish a hot lap.
Let's get on board. So obviously currently 19th without a time. As he crosses the line, where does that put him? Oh,
Ooh.
very respectable there. 127.
Very close between second, third, and fourth. About 2 thousandths between them all. That is mental. That is so close.
Let's take a look. Is Josh on a flying lap? I believe he is. At the moment, he is set in the purple sector 1 just as he goes under the tunnel. Let's see if he can improve his time anymore and perhaps keep that provisional pole. Oh, who's Penguin? That is a third DNF.
Oh,
Suzuka is
he's binned
claiming
it on-
cars out here, left, right and centre.
He's binned it in exactly the same place
Oof.
as Smithy. Exactly the same place. Must have done it literally the same thing. Oh, Michael goes first with a 126.8. See, I think Josh is on track to beat this.
Yep,
yeah,
it's
he's
just starting a
nearly
purple
3
sector
tenths
too.
quicker. So he's looking around the 126 spies, I reckon. Oh, locks up! That was a bit... Might have lost some time there.
Could that be the factor? Gets him in first, or no? He does still make it with that
that's
mistake.
still a quality time.
126.6.
Even with the lockup.
Go on board with his main rival in the championship, Brinda. Just coming through to sector 3 now, hoping to improve. He's got a personal best sector 2.
It's 1/10 up on his time though.
Oh, okay, he's
coming
going
in.
into the pit. I thought he maybe spun that a little bit too much and lost the back end. Dave going very slow at the moment. I think perhaps run out of fuel. Just trailing into the pits. Curry looks like he's just starting his hot lap. Entering the S's now and using all of the curb, which perhaps might be a bad idea in the race.
Who's that, sorry?
Curry, the other Ferrari driver. Josh's teammates
Oh my
wants to get
days,
some
he's
good
all over the
points.
place. Oh, he's a 10th up on his time right now. Maybe 2 actually.
Fortunately, 1.2 seconds behind Josh, so not going to be competing with that top grid.
Just be looking to get points in the race.
Yep.
It's all about the race pace, really, rather than qualifying. But it is going to be hard to jump up. You just got to stay out of trouble.
Entering the nice straight here, second DRS zone.
He's pulling out.
He's actually just stopped to let, who's that, Chew Billy by? Okay. Let's jump
I think
on
he
with
might
him.
be coming in, mate.
Oh. Yeah, Chew Billy's definitely got to be coming in. I know, he's going over the line. Just had a very ropey
I think
last
Curry's
chicane.
coming in, though. Ooh, even slower. That's not a good time. I know he can go quicker than that. Hayes is with the 132.6. Clearly can't get to grips with the track. Struggling. I think he reset maybe halfway through that lap. So I think he's on a hot lap now. I can see his ERS being used.
And just with Tez, he's looking to try and improve his 127.9. And also just noticed Simba's still in the pit. He's yet to set a time. So 3 minutes left. He needs to get on the track as soon as possible.
Maybe he hasn't been able to set a clean one yet.
That is a possibility. It is quite easy to go off here.
Yeah, I mean, Lundy's right behind Hayes here, so maybe he's in a bit of drag from him. Oh no, he's invalidated this.
Lucky Lundy. Perhaps I think that might be him sat in 10th to start the race then.
Unless he can get another lap in. Hayes goes
think-
3 seconds quicker, so
Tez has just dropped his fuel as well. He's abandoned the lap, I believe. Let's have a look at Hope. He's just entering the S's now.
Hayes moves up to 14 again. He's not been able to jump into the top 10 yet. Still needs to take about a second off his time really to jump into that top 10.
Yeah, and he's going to be wanting to put in a good performance, as I'm aware that this could be his last race on controller. He's recently bought a wheel and didn't feel quite prepared enough to switch to it for today's race.
That is poor. That is poor. He's not using it today. I can't lie. First week I got mine, I used it.
Yeah. Circuit of America's though for first race going to be interesting still.
Oh, Josh is retired.
Not too sure if
Has he
that's just
been
him
the
done.
straight?
Yes, I'm looking at Simba now and he's just going by and Josh is just parked up on the straight. Possibly
Oh,
hampering
Jagerbomb
Simba's...
just got a 5 grid penalty. 5 place grid penalty, I think.
What was that for? I didn't catch that. He's just entered the S's, so
yeah.
did he hit Josh?
Oh no,
perhaps?
sorry, Carl Duncan.
Ooh,
Carl Duncan got a 5 grid, got a grid penalty for collision with him.
that's not going to be good. I know Carl's been struggling recently for results, so that's not going to help him whatsoever.
Maybe he's just trying to move out of the way, but can do it in time or something on the. As I presume he's coming in, he's been doing 2 laps of those softs. Is anyone on a hot lap right now?
Yeah, I'm just watching Simba and I've seen so much traffic for him on this lap. Definitely not going to be a great time for him, but anything to get on that board as he still hasn't set a time yet.
Oh, Tez forgot to fucking shift up then. All's out of his lap.
Hayes in the chat, I hate this track so much, it's AIDS. I say you've got a long race ahead of you, so hopefully just stay out of danger, keep your car clean, and even if you're not a fan of the track, might get some decent points out of it. But
Yeah, Dave's coming in for a lap now. He's nearly 6/10 quicker, so he's going to be jumping into the top 10. It's lap time if he keeps it nice and clean here. Oh, it was lovely that last sector.
And
What
across
time's
the
the
line goes
Ooh.
into 9th,
9.
so just
Jumps into the
pushes
top
Lundy
10.
out of 11th.
Lundy's on an out lap, but he won't get in time.
Yeah.
Starts 11th, like I said, 11th yesterday. Wait, he's been... How's he allowed to... Is he actually racing?
Who? Lundy?
Yeah. I think he
I
is.
believe so, yeah.
How's he being able to do that?
I know Brinda's on the
Time
lap
was
as
out.
well.
Oh, it almost hit Dave then. What the hell is going on?
So at the moment, we've still got quite a few front runners still looking to possibly take that first spot from Josh. Brinda currently second and 4,000th of a second slower. So looking to try and possibly make that difference up. So far he's got
Wow, that
personal
is
best in
close.
sector 1. Perhaps he could just snatch this at the very last second, literally. Time is now up.
Just currently riding on board with Lundy. Just about to hit the sector 2. Let's see what time he's setting.
Very slow entrance into the
He
chicane
is
there.
slower. He's
And
3/10 up.
that is Brinda just giving up on that
Lundy
lap.
could jump into the top 10 here, you know.
Michael finishing 3rd at the moment.
Oh, Lundy jumps into the top 10!
Ooh, just pushing out Tez.
127.6.
Have a look at Noel. And he's just going to the pits. He's banning his lap as
So
well.
is that our
Unfortunately not able
qualifying
to
done or
improve.
Simba? Yeah, no, Simba's done too. He's coming into the pits. That's our qualifying done.
So Simba not able to set a lap there, but I think that is everyone now. We've had I think 4 DNFs during that session, so perhaps this could set us up for the race itself, which is wet for any of those who are just joining in.
4 DNFs does not bode well for this race.
No.
Just in qualifying, so.
Alright, we're getting in some last minute predictions here from Jet Adams. So he's going for Josh, Brinda and Tez for the podium. Tez is getting a lot of love out here for that 3rd position on the podium.
Yeah, I think those guys you know, I think they might be hoping he's got a good strategy under his belt or something, because the moment 11th, it's not looking good. Obviously, we want to find out, is it like a full wet race, the whole race, or is it dry and then wet?
Guess we'll have to wait and see until we start up Wally and see their tyres, if it's going to be a full wet or those inters.
Yeah, Carl Duncan's been given a 5-grid penalty, so he must have hit that is gutting. Obviously, there's nothing he can do about that. That is the game. And do you want to go through the results?
Yeah, we'll quickly run through it. So at pole position, we have got Josh in the Ferrari. Second, Brenda. Third, Michael. Fourth is Hopi. Fifth, Jagerbomb. Sixth, Alistair. Seventh is Pars. Eighth, our new driver Arnold. Good position there. Ninth is Lundy. 10th is Dave, and just outside of that top 10 is Tez in 11th. Curry is sitting 12th. Carl Duncan 13th. Huge Penguin 14th. And unfortunately ran out of time. But should be in for a good race. Now, as always at TTM, we have a 5-minute cooldown. Just give our drivers a quick break. And
oh, it is raining.
Yeah, look, it's
is that wet?
great.
So I can see out the corner of my eye. Was that
Not
intermediate?
too
So I can't really
sure.
see the cars in the bottom right.
Well, we'll wait and see while these guys wait for that 5 minutes to ready up, give themselves a bit of break. We will head and swap to last week's at Russia top 7, I believe. So let's get to that now. Thank you, Josh, for making this.
3, 4.
Duck, duck, goose, found a pussy in a dollar bin. Guess you forgot your galana bin. Can't get loose, get your guts, got your tongue again. Rope burn on your hand, are you numb yet? I can go into dedication. Murder man, I can deal with your cooking. Every night, I can make it echo.
As we have our winner, TTM Baby Girl.
We've had super respectful. Benedict takes the win in the BFR. I think it's second win of the TT. I'm thinking it's 2 out of 2. That's decent.
Welcome back everyone to another video here at TT Motorsport. It's everyone's favourite time of the week again. It's top 10 moments. This time we headed off to Russia. A bit of a unusual track as it's one of the more modern day ones. But quite difficult to overtake. Everyone seemed to get into sort of DRS trains, but nevertheless we still had fantastic racing all throughout all of our tiers. And for the first time ever we have all 5 tiers submitting clips. Coming on to our top 5, we have M Still versus Small Hands from our Tier 2 race. On board, or off board even, we've got Small Hands as he dives it down the inside of M Still, but M Still wisely gets a bit of a switchback and goes round the outside, much like we saw Rebel do earlier, but the fight is still not over as M Still goes a bit wide. Small Hands comes back at him through this little chicane, but M Still just manages to keep more speed around the outside and keeps that 10th place ahead of Small Hands. Number 4, just missing out on the podium places, we have Pars between a Wall and a Michael. On board with Michael at the moment at the start. In P5, we've got myself, Ali, Hopi and Brendy ahead. As we come through turn 4, I get tangled up with Ali a little bit, which allows Pars to squeeze in between Michael and the wall. Don't know how no one made contact there, but then Michael gets an excellent, Pars even gets an excellent switchback. And coming through this tight and twisty sector 2, he's able to make the move up on the Alfa Romeo driver. Onto our podium places, we have Pred versus Benedict from our Tier 4 race in number 3. We have Benedict in front, SF Pred behind, and Pred is about to make a fantastic move around the outside of turn 4. both drivers keeping within track limits, no bumping or touching, and then even into turn 5, Benedict is still trying to fight Pred for P1, but Pred is just able to have carry more speed around the outside. A fantastic move there, very opportunistic, and not a lot of times we see moves around the outside. On to number 2, we have Tez and his 2-for-1 move. So on board with Tez in the AlphaTauri, we've got Pars and Stanth ahead. Pars and Stanth are about to have a little bit of a coming together, sort of, which causes Pars to go wide. Tez already makes up a move. Oh, Stanth went off even. But then we have Pars on the inside. Tez is about to go around the outside. Very opportunistic move. Never seen a move there. And even behind, I think Stanth gets a place back on Pars. So great driving from all drivers there. Onto our top spot now, we have Pars versus Ali. On board with Pars now in the Haas. As he makes a move past Ali, Ali's going to dive down the inside, switches around the outside, similar to moves that we've seen before in this week's top 10. But they keep on going. Ali goes around the outside of this little chicane, very tight and twisty there. And Pars looks to try and regain the position around the outside, but Ali just gets the better exit, and Ali makes the move up into 3rd place. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this week's edition of Top 10 Moments. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe to keep up to date with all the content that we're producing here. And as always, hope you're staying safe, and we'll see you next time.
And welcome back, gentlemen, to Tier 1. Just about to get underway here at Suzuka. And
Perfect timing, really.
Perfect
20
timing.
seconds to go until the lobby starts. Do you want to do the honours of countdown?
Got 10 seconds at the moment. Here we go. And just before we get going, I'd like to say thank you very much for the follow, Our Gamer and the boy. Appreciate that for supporting CTM. But here we are getting ready.
You can do the honours.
It's your thing. Alright, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and here we go. Lights out.
It's live! Let's go!
I'm seeing a few bits of damage flying off there. Oh, and we've had one spin. That is an AlphaTauri. Is that Tez or Hoofed Penguin? He's out.
There was a few damage picked up there.
Yeah.
No safety car or anything there.
Oh, seeing a Red Bull getting pushed out there. Let's jump on
I think
board
that's
with
Lundy.
Diego.
He's dropped back a few places. Anyone jumped up a few places? Hayes has jumped up 5 places in the start. Jaegeron just dropped 5. Some bad starts to those guys. Tez has dropped 4. It's looking pretty close, similar at the top. Brinda's moved down 1. Michael up 1.
Oh. Watching Pars at the moment, he's in between at the moment. He's got Bryce coming right behind him and also Lundy in front, trying to make a pass. It is very difficult to try and overtake here at Suzuka, and Bryce there on the inside after the hairpin. Just about sticking that move there, Pars. Let's work our way up through the pack. No, he's right on the back.
Billy's retired and Carl Duncan.
Carl Duncan? What's happened? Oh! They have just crashed completely.
They have both binned it down the straight. They must have hit each other or something. Wow, we have a safety car. Wow, what an absolute shambles.
So, lap 1 safety car, as promised. Suzuka
Anyone who's got damage can now pit.
Yeah.
I think that's usually. I think that's all the back guys. I'm not sure how many have damage.
Now, Josh, interestingly, just staying out. He's obviously managed to keep himself clean there at the start.
Is anyone pitting?
I did see a Racing Point car, I think, pick up damage, but Alice is staying out, so perhaps
Carl's
that was Carl as
pitting.
well.
Pars, Cinder, and Heath Penguin are all pitting. So they're the people that must have picked up damage. Pars down 8, man. That's a really bad start for him.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
Oh, Josh has almost binned it. He's just revving his car up there. Just almost lost it.
One thing I've just remembered as well is that Brinder, his last race was his first time ever using no traction stroll, so I wonder if he's stuck with the no traction for his first race in the wet.
Yeah, I
Very
think that's,
risky, yeah.
if he is, then fair play to him, but fair enough if he hasn't. I mean,
Yep. It's a
can't really
dangerous
blame him.
track. Having a look at the chat, Two Billy's claiming responsibility for that crash with Carl Duncan, so not too sure what happened there, but he's saying it's his fault. And
Oh, got him, man.
at the moment, Lundy and Rice getting a little bit closer under the safety car.
I mean, surely safety car can go in next lap.
Oh, apologies
That
actually.
could be-
So it's not Two Billy that's claiming ownership of that, it's Smithy saying it's his fault for that crash.
What, for two people being DNF?
Possibly.
Wow, he could he could get some serious points if he scores 2 DNFs. We'll have to wait and see for the incident reports tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
But wow, I mean, 2
Insane.
DNFs in one, you don't usually see that.
While we are waiting for the safety car to come in, we'll remind you guys to follow along with the race, and once done, make sure you pick your driver of the day. Pop the link in stream chat now for you to cast your votes.
And while you're at it, follow.
Yep.
Follow.
Make sure you are following.
Get notified. Because why not? Get your friends and family involved. Because why not? Because, you know, get them involved in it. Get them watching. You know, you could have your favourites. You know, Josh, Brinder. Or, you know, your underdogs like Hayes, Curry, you know.
TTM offering
Get
5
get
tiers
your
at the
whole
moment.
family involved in the TTM crew.
Nearly a race a day to keep you all entertained at home.
Exactly. And if you're in America, you know, you look to join because I think that is there spaces in the NA tier?
I'm not too sure, but we are always looking for reserve drivers if anyone should drop
Yeah,
out.
if
so,
anyone in
yeah.
European driver
Make sure you
who's not
join.
in. I know there's a few spaces. You'd have to talk to Tez, you know, about being recruited and then what days you can do. So yeah, definitely have a look at the Discord. I think you can find it on our channel on Twitch.
Get involved in the community we have here at TTM.
Yeah, you can be a fan and be in the Discord. You know, chat and you know, you can general chat. Just keep up to date with everything going on in TTM. Really.
Now, currently lap 3. From experience,
Surely
it's
safety car
usually
in this
3
lap.
or 4 laps for the safety car on this track.
I mean, the
You
whole
get
group's,
notified just after
grouped
this
up
double
now.
left-hander.
Their tyres are going to be seriously cold, though. So Josh is going to have to pull away on probably cold tyres. Can you see the tyres? Are your widgets working?
Let's take a look, and here we go. Nope.
No.
That one is
Nice.
not having it.
Safety car is in this lap. So Josh starts to slow down the pack. He's really trying to bunch him up here.
Yeah.
I think he's just going to go for it around this corner at some point. Or is he going to hold it? He's going for it now.
There we go.
And he's away. I think he's away clean. He's up to speed. Everyone's with tyre at the moment. The first few corners are going to be tricky.
So far, it's all looking good.
Yeah, it's all
Off the
looking clean. They're
restart.
a little bit spaced out. Oh, Lundy goes wide. Rice and Jagerbomb goes wide.
Getting a few changes
Hayes
there.
get
Hayes
past
going up.
them.
Rice as well, getting past Jaeger and Lundy. And it's going to be a big problem for them. Everyone's so bunched up
Visibility
together.
is, visibility is
expecting
looking
some-
hard here.
Possible
Jaeger
crashes.
nearly
And
loses it.
oh no, the Haas driver going past Hopey there.
Lundy
Just
past
under the
Jaeger.
bridge.
Oh, and Jaeger's just gone past Lundy.
Everyone making moves at the moment while we're still bunched up after the restart. Bit wide at the hairpin there for Jaeger. Seems to be his preferred kind of line. He's done it in quali as well.
Maybe he's hoping to carry the speed through.
Have a look at our top
Oh,
three.
Pars has gone down. Yeah, I think he's lost a few places there.
Oh, Par's going
Simba
wide,
gets
yeah,
past
still.
him.
Big Penguin nearly making a move on the inside. Try and sneak in. Let's have a look at Rice. He seems to be enjoying the wets at the moment. He's right behind Hayes. Probably looking to try and make a move after this chicane on the straight.
Yeah, I mean this the pack is really bunched up here in the middle. Josh sets fastest lap with a 140.
Yeah. Sure that'll get knocked down a couple of seconds as we go through the race. And
Yeah, he's starting to set a bit of a gap there between him and Michael.
Hayes getting right on the gearbox of Dave here.
Yeah, I'll be looking for a pass in the second half of the lap.
I'm not too sure if he's just not too confident on the S's, but Dave's actually managing to get a bit of a gap there. Slow down a touch.
Yeah, I think he was just lifting off a little bit. Yeah, people start to space out a bit now. Some gaps starting to form.
Lindy trying to make it on the inside of Jaeger. He lost the back end and thought better of it. At the moment, everyone is still just bunched up. Not much
Yeah, no
separation.
moves really going on here. I think it's going to be about keeping the tyres, nice and warm, keeping it on track, and then, hopefully jumping up through some places because obviously DRS isn't going to be. Josh sets another fastest lap, goes 4 tenths quicker with a 139.6.
Yep, and he really is gaining that gap now between him and Michael. 3.2 seconds after the restart.
Yeah, master of the rain by the looks of it.
Brinda's looking to try and catch Michael hot on the back of his car right now, but navigating those S's nice and slowly, making sure he doesn't make a costly mistake. And Rice just getting past Hayes as well,
Yeah.
and Jaeger
Ooh, Dave's
having to
starting
give up the
spin
position to Lundy there, going a bit wide on the entrance of the S's. Oh, Tez going straight past Jaeger as well.
Yeah, he's lost a lot of places there. Lost 8 places. Now in 13th.
Perhaps the lack of confidence into that sector 1 and 2 is showing.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking really close outside the top 10 here, so people will be looking to jump up into the points.
Definitely all to play for at the moment, just with Dave, and he's trying to make a move on Curry, the Ferrari driver. And it's getting ever so closer, but just can't.
I think he'll
get
be
enough
looking
grip.
for a move here.
Is he going to be able to get there just before the turn into the chicane? Oh,
He pulls
bit of a
out.
dodgy line. Nearly ended up on the grass there.
Maybe he's just waiting for the right opportunity.
And down the straight, Brinda's just managed to pass Michael, so Brinda's second, Michael third. Alistair is within the second, so he'll be looking to try and move into the podium places as well. And we've got a lot of movement down in that mid-pack around 10.
Oh, was that Hayes? Hayes has gone wide. What's happened to him? He's lost a wing. He's lost a wing.
Fortunate enough for
What's
Hayes.
happened to him? Oh, he was going to bin it. Oh, what's happened to Smithy? Smithy spun it! Smithy spun it! Oh no!
Oh, there he
It's
is. Yep,
getting worse.
he's not going to be enjoying that one. He's trying to catch back up to the pack after his incident. He's also picking up 3
He's
seconds.
definitely gonna have to pit with that wing. I mean, that's serious damage.
Yep, racking up the penalties.
Oh, Lundy's right on the back of Rice here.
Yeah, seems like we've got a bit of a train for a flight of 7th place. Curry managing to hold up everyone. Yeah, managed
Yeah, all
to
the
do
way
that
down
beautifully
to
in Singapore.
12th, really. Oh, he's going for a move. Lundy's going for a move. And
Oh,
he makes
there you
it,
go,
goes up to
straight past
9th.
Rice.
Come on, Lundy, let's get that first, boy. My
And
prediction must
Tez
be
on the
right.
inside of Rice as well on the chicane.
Wow, good move.
Oh, Rice getting a
Jaeger
bit
one
of
goes through as
hit
well.
there, Jaeger, and Rice going into the
pits.
pits. Let's go on with Jaeger. Oh, he goes wide there at the S's, completely off. There you go, he's back on safely. But that's going to cost him some time.
Wing. Did he touch Tez? Okay, so we have our first few people pitting. I'm presuming. Do you reckon the intermediates would last now if they, to the end of the race?
Ooh, wait there. Just watching Allison, he nearly had a bit of a mare there. That front end nearly went, but
Yeah, only a
Yeah,
few
it's-
people picking up penalties here. So far, Alice is one of them.
in terms of the inters, they should be doing okay. This rate probably be about maybe 20% used, maybe a little bit less. So inters can definitely stretch a nice bit of a stint length. So pitting now should be alright.
Yeah, Hayes has said someone gave him no room. I'm not going to
Yeah.
repeat the first word. Who? You would like to know that. You know, you can. But clearly he's been given no room and damaged his wing with collision. So I'm sure we'll put it in the incident report at some point.
Alright, let's go on with Tez as we go up to the straight.
Oh, is that yellow?
Where are we looking?
Smithy's
Yellow,
binned
Smithy.
it again. He's got no front wing.
Yep, there's absolutely nothing
virtual
there.
safety car. He's binned it under the bridge, I think, just for the hairpin.
Well, that's
This day
not going
it
to
gets
be
even worse.
good news for Josh there. He's just managed to get a 10-second gap, and that's already getting closed by a second. Maybe wanting this VSC to end as soon as possible to keep that gap going.
Yeah. Oh, Michael's been given a drive-through. No.
Oh, speeding under VSC, that is going to be devastating for him. Our third place driver currently having to serve that once we're done. We're actually
That's
back
gonna
off the
lose him a lot
VSC.
of places.
Yep. Now in this instance, is he going to pit early and just get the drive through out the way? Obviously he only has 3 laps, but when would you generally
in
do
tier
it?
2 yesterday, I think it was Rebel had a drive-through, but he did it straight after, but it didn't register it. It took it as a pit stop, so I'd be maybe a little bit wary of doing it just straight away.
Yeah.
Do it maybe when the game tells you. But we'll go on board with him and see what he's going to do. Is he going to do it?
No,
No,
he's
he is
staying out.
he's going to wait. He is going to wait. Fair enough. I would do exactly the same.
Alright, let's go for the battle of our mid pack here. Curry's still leading the way in 7th, managing to be an absolute
He's
great
got a little bit
roadblock.
of a gap going between him and Dave now.
Yeah, so you've got a train going back to 12th if you go include cars just a bit further away, but and Lindy wanting to try and move up the ranks.
Yeah, everyone
following
after that I
closely.
think is already pitted, so it's looking all right. I'm not sure how long the pit stop is here. I think it's quite a short pit stop though, isn't it?
Yes, a nice quick entrance, and you get put straight, well, back on the straight. Not a bad exit either, so
Yeah,
nice and
I
quick,
don't
get
think
back in the
I
action.
think Rice could gain some places here if he starts to, close in on the pack.
Jaeger slipping a little bit there, just under the bridge. And Lundy getting very close to Dave on the hairpin.
Yeah, Ted's starting to lose Lundy a bit here. So Lundy's
But-
looking his way through.
With Hopi at the moment, I know I predict him to be third. He's currently sitting sixth, and he's just trying to make a bit of a gap close on Arnold, entering the chicane and perhaps trying to move up into that fifth spot following the straight.
I think he's just trying to gain some places back. He's lost 2 places from the start, so
Michael's
Michael's
pitted,
going
he's
for his
in.
drive-through.
Now, yep, by the looks of it is just drive through. He hasn't been accidentally pitted, so that's going to be good news for him.
Yep, that's perfect. We'll see how he copes. He's obviously going to have to pit on the intermediate, so he won't go the whole race. It brings Curry up to 6th, Hopi up to 5th. RR Noel is up to 4th.
Yep, he's
He's
having a
at
very
4
good
from
race.
8th. He's having a good race so far. Very good debut. He's looking strong. He's closing in on us on Alistair as well.
Yep, and Alice has got those 3 second penalties at the moment, so if he can just
Well, I
keep
can
his
say this
distance.
now. Noel is looking the cleaner of the 2 drivers, I would say. Alistair looked a little bit all over the shop on the back end of the first sector.
Just with this mid-pack battle here for 7th, 6th still, and Dave's closing
Michael
that gap to
goes
Curry,
past Jaegerbomb.
but then Lundy's getting right behind Dave as well.
Dave's got to be looking for a pass, surely soon.
Yep, I can sense that he's going to be getting frustrated right now, just getting held up. Definitely the quicker of the 2 drivers, I would say, so he just needs to make that pass, which on Suzuka is extremely difficult, and the rain does not help either. Fortunately, having to try and stick to that dry line and just get any
Hope's
traction you
jumped
can get.
above, no.
Must have managed to just close that gap enough on the straight. Be looking
Yeah, must
to-
have had a good exit out the hairpin. Sorry, out the chicane at the end.
Yep.
So at the moment it's still looking close. Obviously because it's in the wet, I think people were a little bit close about, scared about getting super close to the person in front of them. Obviously there is a lot of spray as well. So visibility is going to be a problem in this race.
Yep, well it doesn't look too bad on spectator. I know from first hand in the driver's seat in this condition where screen is definitely going to be getting blurred pretty badly, especially when you're this close to the car in front. So never a good thing. Could make a couple of drivers a bit more hesitant.
goes wide at the hairpin there. So at the moment this is looking good for Curry and Josh in the Ferrari for constructors' points.
Yep.
With Lundy and Brinda obviously having less points in 2nd and 8th. Josh sets the fastest time. Wow. He's jumping into 139s. Getting caught. Oh, Brinda just beats him the fastest time. Maybe the hunt is back
catching
on.
then, yeah. At the moment, Josh still with that 8.4 second gap following the VSC. Obviously got reduced a little bit, but he seems to be very comfortable in the rain at the moment.
Yeah, Dave looks like he just cannot just close down Curry. Oh, Michael's pitting.
Okay, so
He's
that'll be
changing
him
his
changing
tyres.
his inses now, following the drive-through yet so.
So he's open to maybe undercut some people.
Yep. Following that, that'll be him staying out, I would imagine, unless he gets himself caught up in any damage.
Yeah.
Oh, Taz.
The moment's not looking good for
Taz on
Rice
straight.
and Hayes.
Yeah, I'm surprised with Rice. He seemed to be quite comfortable in the wet at the start. He was making a couple of good passes, particularly
I
through
think
the
he had
S's.
to change his wing, which cost him a bit of time. Oh, sector
Smithy's
3, who's
retired.
that? Smithy's retired! Oh no!
Oh, just
He's
under the
binned it
tunnel.
again under the tunnel. Yeah. A safety car! We have a safety
Ooh,
car!
second safety car. And
Ooh,
Josh
so
is not going to be
Michael
happy
might
with
have
this.
just... Josh is... where's Josh on the track?
He's just entering sector 3 on the chicane.
He's
So,
really close to the pit. This is going to be really nice for
is
him.
he going to get a nice pit stop and just come in now? Ooh,
Oh, yeah,
Jägerbomb.
gets a drive
Drive-through. Driver's getting
Gets
caught
it.
out with the Delta here.
So he changes his tyres.
That is him out
Yes,
2.7
Jägerbomb gets
seconds,
another
no
3-second
damage.
penalty. So Hayes and them lot are going to have to overtake to unlap themselves.
Brinda as well, nice and cleanly out there.
Wait, have they? I don't know actually. He might not. He might not have that problem. I think it was just who paying them. So he's unlapped himself.
One thing I did notice as well, Jaeger picked up a 3-second penalty just after that drive-through as well, so he's now racking up those points.
Yeah. Everyone is pitting basically.
Yep. So safety car just about halfway of this race. What is everyone's kind of thoughts at the moment? Is Josh going to be keeping this position? Obviously this gap is going to get closed very quickly while everyone catches back up to the safety car. But
Jet Adams
yeah.
says no tier point.
No tier point for tier 1, no. I think that's first 3 tiers all out of the running, so up to North American tier and tier 4 possibly claim those points.
Michael's jumped up to 10th, so he's basically saved his own pit stop. That's where he
Yep.
was after the drive-through, so he just needs to work himself up through the grid now.
Definitely has the skill to move himself up, so even with the drive-through perhaps it's not that bad for him. He can still land some good points for himself.
Yeah, he can still easily work his way up through the grid. It'll be interesting here because Josh had a massive advantage, 10-second gap there that's just been cut down like that.
Yep.
Brinda had another gap on Alistair about 9 seconds, so they're going to be looking now to try and push to these last kind of 13 laps, 14 laps to just go stronger and make sure they don't fall too far behind.
Definitely. And while we are on the safety car, another reminder again, make sure you guys watching do vote for your driver of the day. We are just over halfway through, so should get a good idea of who's having a great race so far. And let's also get your predictions once again for your possible top 3. Currently we have Josh first, Brinda second, and Alistair third. So,
yeah, I mean,
is that gonna stay?
Curry at the moment has jumped up the most places. I mean, I think he just suits these kind of small tracks where it's hard to overtake, where he can just defend his position, which he did in Singapore very well. He struggled a bit in Russia because obviously the track is a little bit wider, there's a bit more room for overtakes in most of the corners. But this track seems to suit him very well. At the moment, he's looking like my driver of the day, either him or probably Josh.
I say winning the award in Singapore, so could he do the same again? And one thing we just picked up is Michael did also get a 5-second penalty for a collision with Jägerbomb, which made him pit. So that's not going to be good for his tally.
No, it is not. I'll have a look on penalties, what people have got. At the moment, Jägerbomb's got a drive-through, which I think he's just tried to serve.
Which
Obviously
he wouldn't be able to
hasn't
do
been
under
able
a
to
safety
serve.
car. Yeah.
It's a rookie error. Alistair's got 3 seconds, Michael's got 5, Hayes is 3, and Heath Penguin 3. So, not many penalties going there.
Yep.
Isn't too bad.
In terms of position change. So the biggest faller is Michael, started third and has currently dropped 7 places to 10th.
No, Jagerbomb's dropped 10.
Oh,
Started
I didn't even
fifth.
see that. Yeah, not going to be good for him. Pars also dropping 5 positions. The big winners once again, Curry making a good claim for that driver of the day, up 6 positions. Simba as well, up 8th. He didn't even set a time in quali, so currently in 11th. Maybe try and
Yeah,
bag
I'm
some
sure he'll
points.
be happy with that. I mean, to move up that many positions and not even set a time in quali is pretty good, so...
It's definitely an interesting tactic. I'm still not too sure what happened there for him to not set a time, but
I think he's
doesn't
just trying to get
seem
that driver of the day vote.
Alright, so lap 15th, I think the second lap under safety car, so probably get one more until we're coming in and back racing again. Everyone is bunched up, I believe, apart from Hoof Penguin. He's still just lagging behind a bit.
Still got to catch up, so I presume there's a safety car waiting for him.
Yep.
So we've got one more lap, I'd say. And then I think we should be good to go again.
Managed to get a good restart last time, no crashes from what I could tell, so I know these guys will be wanting the same for the second time. However, with fresh tyres, perhaps drivers will be a bit more aggressive.
Yeah,
And,
it's just who can keep them warmest, you know, on these under the safety car.
Yeah.
So like I said, it
Halfway
is
through the
really
race,
easy to bin it.
perhaps a bit more comfortable with the track as well, some people. So I feel they could go a bit more riskier move compared to the start.
Yeah, no, obviously it is going to be a full wet race the whole race, so they're going to be on the intermediates the whole time. So there's no kind of tyre strategies here. It's just about who can move up the best places and drive best in this wet, you know, handle the conditions really.
Alright, so everyone entering the hairpin just now into sector 2.
It also does give a lifeline to you know, Hayes and Pars and Rice, the people who did pit and were, you know, were quite a bit behind. They'll be given a chance to catch up to the pack now and potentially get some place to get into the points.
I know Josh won't be so grateful for the safety car, but as you say, drivers such as Hayes, those who maybe not had a great start, it's a second chance for them to possibly still rack up some points for themselves and the team.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, so just coming along straight.
Surely safety car's got to be in this lap.
Yeah, no notification just yet. So
We'll be
perhaps
looking
we're
at
gonna
about
be doing...
maybe 10 laps left.
Oh, there
Yeah,
we
safety
go.
car in this lap. Josh is going to start to pack up the bunch here, I can imagine. Yeah, here we go. Do you reckon he's going to go as late as he did, or he's going to go a little bit earlier this time?
Well, it seemed to work quite well. Just managed to start going about halfway through the chicane and seemed to catch a few people out, so I would imagine he'd go for it again, and there he goes. You can see that speed boost there. Brindle
And he's
not getting
going.
caught out as much this time.
He's revving it really high on mine. I don't know if that's glitching out.
There you go. So Brenda and Alistair chasing them down into the S's, and it's all staying very close.
Ooh, Josh is on low connection, yeah.
Arnold seems to have got caught out, or maybe had an issue at the chicane. 2.5 seconds behind already.
He's holding his place out. He's getting back a place on Hopi, actually.
Perhaps that was in the pits that they've managed to swap over.
Or maybe on Australia, who knows. But either way, he's up to 4th. That is a quality start for the new driver. I'm sure he'll be super cast right now. You know, just try and hold it for these last 10 laps.
Yep, and at the moment, with the penalties Alistair has, that puts him on the podium for the first race, so if he can keep in that distance.
Yeah, just got to keep
Exceptional
up
first
with
race.
those front 3. Try and keep within 3 seconds of Alistair. Try and keep it clean as well, like he is so far. And yeah, you'll get a podium in his opening race, which is pretty impressive, especially for Tier 1.
very competitive field of drivers we have here in Tier 1, so coming isn't a bad shout. Rice picking a 3-second penalty there, but just watching this mid-pack again, battle for 6th, and Curry once again. Hope he's kind of getting away from him, but he's holding up the whole pack behind him, and Dave's still managing to not get past. Lundy, in fact, might even make a pass on Dave first, trying to creep on the outside, getting as close as possible. Who's Penguin?
Penguin's
Retired. What happened there?
Oh, VSC! Oh, we won't be able to see it because it's on the other side of the map.
Yeah.
It's literally
Just
at the end
before
of
the
sector
chicane.
3.
Perhaps entered into the left-hander a bit too quick and took a bit too much grass into the barrier, I guess. But yep, everyone under VSC again. Josh really must not be happy with these safety cars. Any gap he makes gets taken away from him.
He's using his gaps at the moment, but I'm sure you want to. All the mid pack will be loving this right now, trying to catch up. Oh, Smithy's in the chat with the world's biggest bottle.
So,
The world's biggest bottle job.
Yeah, given title there.
So just still under a VSC right now. And we're green, we're live.
Go on. Alright. Let's get going. Let's get on board with Dave, seeing if he's able to possibly get him, and nope. If anything, Dave's just a bit stuck following behind Curry and can't make any moves outside of the race in line.
Can't seem to. Every time he catches up to them, he seems to like lose some time. So hopefully he can just stick on him, and Curry either make a mistake or he catches him and just passes him. Hayes picks up the 3-second penalty.
Yep. Tez following Lundy very closely as well, perhaps trying to make a move. Oh, yeah, there you go, making a move on Lundy.
Is he going to go for it? No,
He's backed out of it just for the chicane there.
Those two in a
Good
party
attempt.
together.
Most likely, I wouldn't be surprised. Tez, our league owner, with Lundy, the co-owner of TTM. So,
Probably telling
bit
him
rivalry.
to back off. Lundy was bit of nice rivalry there between the owners.
And Tez actually losing a bit of time there. Perhaps he shouldn't have pushed when he did.
Yeah, I think he pulled out a little bit too early, maybe. Just let it coast to the corner. Again, Dave is just stuck behind Curry, man. Just can't get up to him. Noel's just keeping it within 3 seconds of Alistair.
Yeah.
Hope he can't seem to catch up with him. I mean, it's just generally the same people being stuck behind them. They can't seem to pass one another on this track. I think the conditions are just making it way too hard.
Definitely, as you say, in the wet conditions, you've got to stick to that dry line, and if you do come off it to try and make a pass, you've got to ensure you have that traction, because you will spin very easily in this track, and it's a bit unforgiving with the barriers being as close as they are, or going into the gravel. So no driver really wanting to make a risky play there. Take a look at Lundy's trying to make a pass at Dave again, perhaps trying to get close on the chicane to take him on the straight this time. And nice
Josh
entrance.
goes into the 138s, those fresh intermediates, so he's really pushing now, trying to make a bigger gap on Brenda.
A 1.7 second gap. He is wanting to perhaps get that 10 seconds back that he lost in the VSC and safety car.
I think these guys are starting to get a bit more understanding of driving in the wet on this track. Starting to get used to the track, the line, sticking on the dry line.
Yeah.
They're
Outside
all
the race,
starting
it's always a bit
to set
sketchy.
quicker times now. I mean, the pack is really close together. I mean, all the way down to 12th, but really close, all within 1 second of another. But again, they're just really struggling to find the speed to pass one another down the straights.
However, someone who has managed
Oh,
it is
Simba.
Rice. He managed
Simba
to get
and
past
Rice.
his teammate Simba. He seemed to
Maybe they
back
let
off
one
quite a
on
bit
the
under the bridge, yeah, perhaps some team orders there. And Simba actually going quite slow off that hairpin. Perhaps he's picked up some damage. Nearly letting Pars and Hayes through on the inside.
Yeah, he has picked up some damage.
Yep, let's go on board with him then, seeing if Pars can possibly make the pass. Or if Simba can
Yeah.
defend it until he gets to the pit.
I mean, Simba should really try and defend this, as much as he can.
Pars picking up quite a lot of grass there on the entrance and slipping
he's
down
going
the
for a move,
inside.
he's going for a
Ooh,
move.
bit of collision and Pars spinning but keeping in control.
He keeps it. Wow, that was impressive to keep that under control. Simba's not pitting.
Interesting. So perhaps he's only got light damage and thinks he can carry on with it even in the conditions.
I mean, maybe with the penalties, he's hoping he can just jump into 10.
Interesting strategy. Pars going wide there. Hayes on the inside.
Wow, what a move! Has he made it
Is
work?
he going to be able to stick? And yep, Pars having to let
Yeah,
go
he just
and
breaks it a
Hayes
little bit
gains a
later.
position.
Wow, good move by Hayes there. Pars has fallen 7 positions since the start. That is gotta be gutting for him.
Yep, not ideal what you want, but perhaps just hasn't got that practice in the wet and wasn't as favourable conditions.
Simba picks up a 3-second penalty.
Yep.
That's not helping his cause. Oh,
Just look.
has he crashed? No, I think he's just gone slow. He might as well pit, man. He's just he's just going to be driving really slow now otherwise.
Yep. Getting while you can. Surprised he stayed out for the extra lap, but it's definitely costing him. And looking at
His chain behind Curry.
Tez, he is literally on the back of Lundy right now. Is he going to try and make the pass for the chicane, or is he going to learn his lesson from last time and perhaps just stay as close as he can and take the position on the straight? He's lost all that time behind him.
Lost
and
a
that
little
gap's
bit of
formed back up.
acceleration through that
Yeah.
chicane then.
Perhaps just broke a little bit too early to ensure he didn't get any damage, but once again unable to get past Lundy. And Curry now still in 6th. He's having a good race at the moment, managing to keep that position secure. Let's have a look from position change. So up 6 places from qualifying, so definite driver of the day candidate here.
No, picks up a 3-second penalty. No.
That's not what he wanted.
Won't catch Alistair unless he overtakes him.
And taking a look at Josh, he's got just under a 2-second gap on Brinda, his tier rival at the moment, and he's had an excellent race. Not really much going on apart from him leading from the front lap 1 and managing just to get on with it pretty much. Can't argue.
Yeah, I mean,
what
just
he's done.
quality drive from him, just been dominant since the start, setting fastest times. Oh, Alistair bins it! Oh my god, he's just hit the sign! He's
Oh,
just
no.
hit the 50-metre sign.
Did he get any
Noel's
damage?
right behind him. I don't think he picked
No.
up any damage, but he just
Looking at
lost
his
it
own
going around the corner, around the fast left-hander, down
Yep.
that straight. He hit
Seems
the,
to
and
be
he
all
just
okay.
drove into the 50-metre sign, the 50-metre board. Oh, what's happened there, Michael?
Oh, he's dropping
Michael's
back and
gone
he's
wide.
off the grass. He's come off
What's
at the
happened
chicane.
there?
Oh no, the Alfa Romeo drivers have an absolute mare today. Not ideal on what he'll want, but looking at our top 3 with only a few laps to go is Josh, Brinda and Alistair. Perhaps with that slight mess up, Noel is back in contention with making a pass. He had a bit of time to gain, but still a position on that podium for him on his debut race.
Yeah, I mean, that would be impressive if he can jump past Alistair. He's right behind him now. So Alistair's mistakes cost him quite a lot of time.
Yep. Interesting if he's going to be a little bit more cautious entering this sector 3, knowing what he just did the last lap. Oh, what's going on with Noel? He's picking up a bit of grass on that left side of the straight. Not too sure why he was over there, but there goes that gap.
He's lost a lot of time there.
Yeah.
So he makes a mistake.
Not too sure if that was just a lapse of concentration or what, but looking at
Now
Noel's
Hope's
tyres.
dropped into 3 seconds, so he can jump up to 4. All sector 2, who's that? Jägerbomb.
Everyone's tyres at the moment in the high 30s of usage, so starting to possibly lose that grip a little bit.
Whoa, Michael goes into the back. Simba,
Simba?
there, but it doesn't pick any damage.
Take a look, yep. Both them picks look alright. Let's see if he makes a pass on the S's, perhaps. He is getting closer on that inside, getting very dangerous territory on those curbs.
So most people's tyres starting to wear now, are they?
Yeah, looking about high 30s, possible 40% that drivers will be facing at the moment, and definitely want to be sticking to that dry line if possible. But Michael is trying to make life hard for himself at finding it in on the S's, but not quite working out for him.
Yeah, just can't seem to catch Simba here. We've seen a common theme of that, people just not being able to catch, as Dave is just still stuck behind Guy. He's just been behind him the whole race, basically. Dave, Lundy, Tez, you know, that 4 have just been basically behind each other the whole race, with only Tez making a move past Lundy and then not making it stick, so...
Yep, Curry's 7.5 seconds behind Hopi, so no chance of really catching up with them, I believe.
As I think we've got 3 laps left.
Yep, it's going to be where it all matters. Perhaps a few drivers will be trying to make that last few laps position changes, get those points, and could make a mistake in the process, you know, could be costly. We have seen in the last couple of days in the other tiers crashes in the last lap or 2, so
yeah, very common.
possible.
A lot of people are going to be pushing it, so I'm sure there's going to be some people bin it later on. Just about keeping it on the track, but keeping it fast now. You know, the tyre wear is going to be a massive problem as well.
just having a quick look at penalties. So both Alistair and Noel are on 3 seconds each, so Alistair not being able to pick up any more, and it's going to be down to crossing that line first out of them.
Oh, Hayes picks up another 3-second penalty. That's not good. He's definitely out of points.
Yeah, he's 9 seconds of penalties, not going to be in favour of him. Price with 3 in 10th. And just with Dave and train and battle for 6th, and none of them are kind of doing anything. It's literally just a following the train.
Yeah, Noel's right behind Alistair right now. That's probably the closest.
Yeah, same sort of situation. They're keeping that gap under a second.
Apologies.
Yeah, quite a few drivers though under that half-second mark, but just can't get that gap down or even make a move. Just staying consistent with it.
Yeah,
and,
I honestly think it's
in
just
front.
the wet. The wet without the DRS is just, you just can't generate speed. You're gonna have to be like basically behind someone going into a straight with a lot of DRS and rich fuel on, you know, which people aren't gonna have at the end of the race really. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I doubt people are gonna make a move. So it's about who's gonna just keep it clean for these last races, because I guarantee someone probably will crash. or at least make a mistake.
Alright. Everyone bunching up on the hairpin for Castle of 6th. Got 2 laps to go now, and perhaps this is the time that everyone's going to be trying to push, or they just play it safe and keep the points that they've got. They're all in the top 10.
Yeah, I wonder
Maybe
how
not.
many people are close to maybe getting a 3-second penalty out of that 6th place battle.
Yeah.
Because if any of those get a penalty, then you know, they're going to drop a lot of places there.
Yep.
Especially Curry and Dave. Those two definitely want to just try and keep as many places as they can.
With the time difference and how far away Rice is, they could even drop out the top 10 if they pick up a penalty now.
Yeah. I think Rice has got 6-second penalties, so they might be okay, but still, you know, we want to try and get as many points as possible, so just try and race as clean as possible for this last lap. So we're on to the last lap. Josh is currently leading with a 3-second gap, then Brynda, Alistair in 3rd with 11 seconds behind Brynda. So Noel is seriously going to have to push now to try and get past Alistair.
I think
Lost
Josh
a bit
is
of time though.
trying to get as fast as lap. I believe Brynda still has it, and he just set
Brynda is
fastest
catching him though.
first sector. Take a quick look at fastest lap. Who currently has it?
I think Brynda's going for it as well.
Josh does still have it.
Picks up a 3-second penalty.
No.
That's going to drop him. Oh, that's going to drop him to 10. That is going after that race.
Yeah.
Oh, he was my driver of the day until that. That's really dropped
Cost him.
him. That's cost him a lot. I mean, he's only moved up from 12. He'll
So
move up from
disappointing
10.
from them. We did call it last lap. Something's going to happen, whether it's penalties or a crash, but fortunately there for Curry. But as we come on with Josh, he crosses the line just about now to
Josh
finish first.
wins Japan Tier 1 round 18. Brynda comes 2nd.
Alistair just coming off the
Alistair's
chicane
going to
now.
come 3rd.
Yeah. There you go, 3rd there for Alistair and 4th for...
Oh, Hopi jumps up to 3rd. Wow.
Hopi.
Wow.
Didn't realise he was that close to be able to jump both of
I
them.
didn't realise he was that close to jumping to the 3-second mark, but wow, he's just jumped in. Michael's retired.
Oh no, Simba's gone as well.
Simba's
So what's
retired.
happened? The last lap.
Binned it in the wall.
Oh!
Binned it in the wall.
Just before the chicane.
No, on the last lap.
I hate to say commentator's curse, but we did call it. The last lap always offering something different here at Suzuka.
So after Noel finishing 5th, we have Dave 6th, Lundy 7th, Tez 8th, Curry 9th, and Rice 10th to finish out the points. And then we have 11th Hayes, 12th Jagerbomb, and then Pars is 15th, obviously, but he is 13th. But he was lapped, I presume, so he can't catch up.
Moves up to 1 place and
Oh no, he is.
13th,
No,
yeah.
there we go. He's just
Wow.
passed them. So Pars finishes 13th. How many DNFs was that? 6?
Yep, 6. Yeah, not ideal there for tier 1.
2 on the last corner.
But once again, congratulations, Josh. Hasn't featured too much on the stream today, but he's had an absolute solid race, and we'll get him in the
that was
interview.
just seriously strong. Rice, F1's giving him the driver of the day. Who's your driver of the day, Ewan?
See, I was on board with Curry. You know, I was with you there, moving from 12th up to 6th, managing to just hold everyone back again, just like Singapore. But that 3-second penalty, I don't know if I can give it to him. If he managed to hold on.
I think Dave could be my driver of the day, you know. He's jumped up from 10th to 6th. That was
Yeah.
it, and it was a clean drive, you know. He was just stuck behind Curry the whole time, but he just kept it clean, and Curry made the mistake. He jumped up the place.
Yep, let's quickly run through the final positions then. So first is Josh, 2nd Brynda, 3rd Hopi, 4th Alistair, 5th Noel on his debut, 6th is Dave, 7th Lundy, 8th Tez, 9th Curry, 10th Rice, and out the points is Hayes in 11th, Jagerbomb 12th, Pars 13th, and Simba 14th. Michael is 15th, and then Blue Penguin 16th, Smithy 17th, Carl 18th, and Jubilee 19th. Unfortunately, a lot of DNFs there, the last 6. But what a race! Wrong one.
What a race indeed. I mean, that end was crazy. 2 DNFs in the last corner. I know they probably wouldn't have got points, but still, I'm sure they would have liked to finish the race. I mean, that has got to be going to just bin on the last corner of a race.
Yep, Chizu in the chat, my prediction was right. Indeed it was. And I think I also had the same prediction, so I went with Hopey. I didn't go with Lundy. Knew what was going on. But yeah, Josh in the party, we'll get speaking to him shortly. Once we're in the lobby, we'll try and get our top 3 in as well, with Brenda and Hopey. Right, let's get the other 2 in. Have you sent invites? So
I'll send them over now. Hopey and Brenda. Is there anyone else you'd like to invite?
As we both kind of can't decide on driver day, I don't know, we're getting Hopey, get his thoughts, not Hopey, Curry, picking up that penalty.
Yeah.
Still about.
Where is he?
The lobby. So, that's fine. We'll stick with our top 3. It is the last one joining. So, first up, once again, Josh, welcome in, and another win for yourself, managing to top the league, and yeah, solid race from you. To be honest, it seemed like you kind of just from the first lap carried on driving, done your own thing, made sure you didn't get any penalties or getting any crashes, and yeah, just kind of stole the race. I imagine you had quite a few problems with the safety cars, closing that gap that you had on Brenda. But just what are your thoughts on the race? How do you think it went for yourself?
Yeah, the safety cars were a bit annoying because obviously around here, normally you get into a flow anyway, but especially in the wet, I feel like you get into kind of more of a flow. And then with the first safety car, which knocked down my lead, I was like, okay, because I think before Michael was ahead and then Brindy got past. And then after that first safety car, Brindy was behind. So I was like, okay, I'll see what pace he's got. And then he just like stuck with me and didn't really go away. I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to like really try. And like I was concentrating all race. I had a few very sketchy moments. But yeah, all the virtual safety cars, they just kind of like ruin your flow. And especially the full safety cars, like it's because the safety car goes so slow. It's so hard to pick up tire heat.
Yep.
I think after the first one, like I went wide into turn 1. I was like, oh no, I've bend it, just because I had like no temperature in my tires.
Yeah, as you say, it's a very interesting race at Suzuka, and having the wet as your condition, the first year to do so this week, didn't help with that. But you managed to go through it all with the 4 safety cars and managing to secure your win. So congratulations.
Yeah, I mean, it was a brilliant race from you, Josh. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And Brenda managing to pick up 2nd. It's trying to stay as close as possible to Josh in those standings. See you kind of like battling at the very start of the race, I believe it was, with Hopey. Managing to overtake out the quarter mark after the first safety car, I believe. And from then kind of securing 2nd for yourself. How did the race go for you?
Yeah, not bad to be fair. I was quite happy with my pace. I think this was my first. I know I keep saying it, but this is my first race, first wet race without traction control. So I was,
Oh wow!
As the race went on, I just got more and more sort of confident with it. And obviously at the end I wasn't my most confident. But yeah, I got jumped at the start, which was a bit annoying, but you know. Is what it is, and then we had a safety car in like the first couple of laps, and then I think it was Michael who was ahead of me, and then I managed to get past him, which was good. Safety car then backed us up again, so I was on the back of Josh, and then I was just trying to keep with him in those last laps, just in case he got a penalty or anything like that. So I was just within that window. But yeah, I mean, he drove like, you know, when it comes to the wet, you cannot touch Josh. So another amazing drive from him, and yeah, I'm just glad that I was even close to him, to be honest, and that I'm actually finished the race. So yeah, good
Yeah, I
race from my
mean,
perspective.
congrats on the driving with the no traction control under the wet. I mean, we were speculating whether you'd maybe drop back down to medium, but the fact that you with it off it's pretty impressive. Well done.
Congratulations
Thank you.
once again, Brenda, securing second.
Thanks.
And now our third place, finishing off the podium, is Hopi. A bit of a surprise jump at the end. Didn't actually realise how close you were to Noel and Alistair, but managing to go throughout the race, no penalties, and at the end of it, crossing the line, jumping them both. How did it go for you?
Yeah, I was pretty happy with it. I'm terrible in the wet, absolutely awful. So, I mean, if I finished in the points, I was happy, but I almost binned it on the second restart. Same problem as Josh, had no temperature in the tyres or anything, which allowed Noel through again into fourth. I thought if I could stick behind him, I'll take fifth. And then when they both picked up penalties, it was just a case of trying to hang on to them and picking up the pieces, so to speak. That was it, really.
Yeah, no, fair play. Were you actually aware during the race that they had penalties? Were you following it along, or were you just focusing on your race?
I kept having a little check. I think Alistar had it midway through, and then Noel was quite late.
Yeah, Noel was in the last kind of, I think maybe 5 or 6 laps. Because he was within 3 seconds of Alistair, so he would have jumped up to third. But the fact that he got that, you know, allowed you to squeeze in.
Yeah. So, like I say, pick up the pieces, and Josh and Brenda are in a different time zone, so forget them.
So, as commonly referred, Brenda and Josh are aliens when it comes to Tier 1, just managing to be on a completely different level. But no, congratulations for securing that third place, and yeah, good points for yourself. Good consistent run at the moment. So, congratulations.
Yeah,
But,
congrats.
yeah, I think that is us done for tonight at Tier 1 at Suzuka. Once again, congratulations to Josh on that first position. And anything to say, Lewis, before we finish up?
Yeah, I mean, congrats to the top 3, Josh, Brenda, and Hopi. Good race there, and on to the US next week. Going to be interesting. I mean, there's a lot of opportunities to overtake unlike this week, so hopefully we'll be in for a better race.
Yep, indeed. But that is us done for now. If you want to make sure you have that followed on Twitch or YouTube, wherever you are watching, as we have got the North American tier later on tonight, and following up with that, we've also got our esports team racing tomorrow at the same time as Tier 4, unfortunately, so they'll be on a different channel, but make sure you tune in for both of those races and have some more quality races here at Suzuka. But yeah, I think that's everything from us now, so thank you very much for tuning in, and shall see you all